I'm bewildered as to why there have been no lawsuits. Appropriate money specifically for the study of this disease at the CDC. They got about $500,000 the first year. Every year they got more and more and more. After about a decade, their total amount of money they got to study this disease was about $150 million. But in fact, they misappropriated the entire amount. This money was known as the goose that laid the golden egg. Emmy was the goose, but it was producing golden eggs for all the scientists in this particular division who were supposed to be studying Emmy, but instead were using it for pet projects. But I knew because I was following very closely and I was talking to people inside the CDC who were secretly telling me that this was not being done. And I could see it wasn't being done. It was just lie after lie after lie for an entire decade. The actual crimes that were committed at CDC, which I reported in Osler's Web, which were then followed up by 2 federal investigations in the US, and my allegations were confirmed. When I first turned my book in, the first draft, to my editor, he said, reminds me of about the Nazis, the banality of evil. You can really name on 2 hands the people who in the 80s and 90s really controlled health policy on this disease and made the big decisions like, we're not going to fund this, we're not going to waste resources doing research, we're not going to do epidemiology, we don't want to know how many people have this, we don't want to know if it's contagious.